DeForest, welcome to Indianapolis. Welcome to the Colts. It has been such a wild few hours for you. You had your birthday on Tuesday, contract made official on Wednesday. Just describe what these past few days have been like for you and your family.
Yeah, it's been crazy. This whole process has been, obviously pushed back and crazy with the whole COVID-19 going on. But at the end of the day, I'm blessed. My family's blessed, and it's just exciting to move forward and actually make it official today that I'm a Colt. So I'm excited.
How were you informed that Indianapolis was pursuing you, and what was your reaction when this deal was finally confirmed and finally official?
Yeah, talking with my agent, he got the, approval to seek trades or whatever. And, Chris Ballard, called him back and, told him that, what they were willing to offer me, and, that they really want me here and everything. And, to have that feeling as a player for a team, to believe in you. And, I haven't even spoke to him, at the time. And, it's just to have that feeling of a team that wants you and everything. I mean, it was a great feeling. And so we were just waiting for the announcement. And once it was announced, me, my family, we're all excited.
Well, speaking of people being excited, a lot of your new teammates very excited, taking to social media with their reaction. Have you been able to chat with any of them in the past few hours, or are there guys in the locker room that you already have some familiarity with based on, training in the off season or different things?
Yeah. No, not yet. I haven't been able to talk to any of them yet, but I've seen their reactions and everything, and I replied to some of them. So I'm just excited to get out there and be able to meet everyone. I heard nothing but great things out there in Indy, especially with the fan base too. And so I'm excited for my family to move out there, and I've been feeling the love since the announcement. So we're just ecstatic to get out there.
Based on your skill set and what you bring, how do you mesh with this defense, especially when you look at playing alongside a guy like Justin Houston, who I know is really excited to welcome you here to Indianapolis as well?
Yeah, no, it's the perfect defense for me. I think I fit right in. We play a similar defense in San Francisco, and being able to play, around a lot of talented players. I mean, there's a bunch of dogs on defense, and I can't wait to be able to, share the field with them. I've seen some of their games throughout this past season, and, the talent they have on, all phases of the ball. So I feel like I'll be able to fit right in, at the 3-tech and show everybody what I can bring to the table.
Fitting right in, not only on field, but you were hailed for your leadership, very much so in your time with San Francisco. How does that translate now to Indianapolis and what you bring from a locker room leadership perspective?
Yeah, I just got to be myself. Obviously I got to gain the trust amongst everyone else in the locker room, obviously being the new guy and everything on the team. But, I'm just going to go in and be myself like I have been since day one when I was in San Francisco. And, I was able to gain the trust of my teammates, the coaches and the staff of the organization. So I'm just got to go in and be myself, show them what I bring to the table, and, just, lead like I've been doing the past 4 years, on and off the field.
You grew up in Hawaii, you played collegiately at Oregon, and then you played with the Niners, so you've spent your life out west. What's this transition going to be like for you and your family coming now to the Midwest in this Indianapolis community?
Yeah, I gotta make sure I got a lot of snow coats, a lot of things to stay warm, because usually, you can just go outside in, some shorts and a t-shirt. So, I'm gonna have to change that West Coast mentality.
You're coming off a season in which you played in a Super Bowl. How much did you grow in that experience in learning what it takes to get a team to a championship?
Yeah, obviously it takes a lot. Just winning, winning in this league is hard. And, to go from, 4-12 to the Super Bowl in a year, obviously it takes a lot, by everyone, top to bottom of the organization, especially on the team, guys trusting one another and trusting the process. And, when things go bad, not pointing fingers, and, and when things go well, not getting too high. And so, I feel like, as a team, we did a really good job last year with just taking it one day at a time. And that's what you got to do to get there. And, obviously you gain a lot of experience and, being able to play on, the biggest stage there is. It was an awesome opportunity. And you really show everyone what you can bring as a player. And, it was a great experience. Obviously, we fell short, but, it just makes me even hungrier. So, and I know I got an opportunity to make a run with Indy.
That hunger that you have and what you've learned, how does that translate? What do you bring from that now to Indianapolis? Obviously a team that missed the playoff, but very much is being aggressive in terms of getting back into contention.
Yeah, no, obviously, I mean, there's a lot of, like I've been saying, there's a lot of great talent on this team, and this team was just a couple pieces away, and a couple plays away. There's a lot of a couple games last year where they were very tight games that just couldn't finish, and I feel like just getting a couple pieces like Chris Ballard's been doing. I mean, the foundation of the team that he's built is phenomenal, and like the 2 years ago it was 10-16. You know what I mean, in the playoffs, and you fall short. With everything last year, but everything's on the right track, and we're ready to make a run this year.
A Pro Bowler yourself, you're joining a defensive line alongside Pro Bowler Justin Houston. What's most exciting about that for you when you look at this defensive line? We mentioned briefly Justin, a lot of other assets there alongside him as well.
No, yeah, I mean, just pointing out Justin, I mean, he's one of the best in the league. He's been doing it at a high level, his entire career. Being able to just get done with the season with D Ford, Justin was a mentor to him, and D's been saying nothing but great things, since he got to San Francisco about Justin. He was one of the guys that he really looked up to, and looked for knowledge. And so I'm just excited to have the opportunity to, line up next to him. I got to figure out a way to get that 99 from him. But, I think I'm trying to work on something right now.
That's what I was just going to ask. Obviously, Justin had 99 last year with the Colts.
Yeah.
You've been wearing 99 for a few seasons. How are you guys going to work that out?
I'm thinking of a way how to approach it. So, we're gonna figure out a way.
We will all stay tuned. Well, you talked about Chris Ballard and the confidence that he has in you. Chris was quoted a few weeks ago as saying that he is obsessed with the defensive front. He believes that's how you win and how you have sustained success as a franchise. How encouraging is it to hear that from your general manager and the priority that he places on your position group?
No, definitely. I mean, it's very exciting. You know what I mean? To have your general manager believe that, winning and losing games are, up front. I mean, it's really good to hear, as a defensive lineman, that he believes in your position and in you that much. But at the same time, it comes with a lot of responsibility. You know what I mean? When the game's tight and the plays needs to be made, I mean, you got to be able to step up and make that play. And I feel like I can bring that moving forward and with the rest of the D line. It's going to be based on us and obviously the offensive line, who obviously we have a great offensive line in Indy, and it's going to be a really fun year.
This is an exciting time for you and your family. You're welcoming your first child here in a few weeks. How are you guys preparing for this? What are you most excited for in all of this transition that you have over the next few weeks and months, becoming a father, joining a new team, and making this big move?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to move my family out to Indy. Have my little boy grow up in the Midwest. But next month is the big day, April 22nd, and hearing his first cry is probably going to be, the best day of my life. So I can't wait.
Well, we can't wait as well. Can't wait to have you guys here. Take good care of yourselves over the next few weeks. Excited to welcome you to Indianapolis. Certainly excited to get started and look ahead to this 2020 season, DeForest.
All right, thank you. Thank you for having me, and go Colts.